Elena, a young architect from Madrid, had a folder on her desktop labeled American Road Trip. It was more than just a collection of files, it was a digital vision board, a place where her hopes and plans for adventure lived and grew. For years, she filled it with images of the Grand Canyon's vastness, the neon lights of Las Vegas, and the towering California redwoods. Each photo was a promise to herself, a reminder that one day she would experience the classic American adventure she'd always dreamed of. Every month, Elena set aside a little money from her paycheck, watching her savings grow. She imagined herself behind the wheel of a rented car, classic rock blaring from the speakers, the endless open road stretching out before her. She could almost feel the wind in her hair and the thrill of freedom. This trip was more than a vacation for Elena. It was a pilgrimage to the land of her childhood dreams, a journey she'd been planning in her heart for as long as she could remember. But as her departure date drew closer, a creeping anxiety began to overshadow her excitement. She heard stories of tough visa interviews, read news about safety concerns, and listened as friends and family questioned whether this was the right time to go. The anticipation that once filled her days slowly faded, replaced by worry and doubt. The dream that had seemed so close now felt fragile and uncertain. Then, the costs began to soar. Flights, motels, even the price of food and gas skyrocketed, making the trip she'd worked so hard to afford suddenly out of reach. Each new expense was another blow to her plans. With a heavy heart, Elena canceled her trip. The suitcase she'd packed with so much hope was quietly put away, and her dreams were put on hold. The folder on her desktop remained, now a bittersweet memorial to a dream deferred, a collection of memories that never had the chance to be made. Elena's story is not unique. All around the world, countless would-be travelers are quietly changing their plans, choosing other destinations, and letting go of their American dreams, at least for now. Their canceled plans are part of a much bigger story. America's welcome mat is looking worn, and travelers are walking past it, searching for new adventures elsewhere. For many, the first hurdle is the daunting U.S. visa process. Travelers from non-waiver countries face mountains of paperwork, personal questions, and confusing requirements. Imagine a family in India gathering documents for weeks, only to wait over a year for a 10-minute interview. Long delays turn excitement into frustration, making spontaneous or even well-planned trips nearly impossible. The message is clear: you're not a priority. Many feel scrutinized and unwelcome before they even pack their bags. Other countries offer e-visas and quick approvals, but the US process stands out for its difficulty. When travelers can get a visa for Australia or Canada in weeks, waiting hundreds of days for the US just isn't worth it. So they take their dreams and their money elsewhere. Safety concerns now weigh heavily on travelers' minds. For many, the excitement of planning a trip to the United States is now mixed with a sense of unease. Families and solo adventurers alike find themselves questioning whether their dream vacation is worth the risk. Global headlines about violence in the US, especially mass shootings, create a perception of constant danger. News stories from around the world highlight incidents that make the US seem unpredictable and unsafe, fueling anxiety among would-be visitors. For families from countries with little gun violence, the idea of vacationing in America feels risky. Parents worry about their children's safety in places that should be fun and carefree, like amusement parks or city attractions. Stories of crime, from car break-ins to muggings, amplify the fear. Even minor incidents are magnified in the minds of travelers, making them second-guess their plans and question their sense of security. Even simple plans like leaving a rental car at a trailhead spark anxiety. The thought of returning to find a broken window or missing belongings turns what should be a peaceful hike into a source of stress. The constant stream of negative news plants seeds of doubt, draining the joy from travel. Instead of relaxing, visitors find themselves glued to their phones, checking for updates and warnings, unable to fully enjoy their surroundings. Many now see the US as a place of risk, not relaxation. The sense of adventure is replaced by caution, and iconic landmarks are approached with hesitation rather than excitement. The open road is overshadowed by worries about what might happen next. Road trips, once a symbol of American freedom, now come with a sense of vulnerability, as travelers wonder if they'll encounter trouble along the way. The friendly American spirit is lost in reports of division and conflict. News of protests, political arguments, and social unrest make visitors feel like outsiders in a country that once prided itself on welcoming all. For many, the US is no longer just the land of dreams. It's a place that feels unsafe. The promise of adventure and discovery is clouded by fear, leaving travelers to wonder if the risks outweigh the rewards. For many, the American dream is simply out of reach financially. It's not just the strong dollar. Travel costs in the US have soared. Flights, hotels, food, and attractions now rival luxury vacations elsewhere. A family from the UK might spend more on plane tickets alone than on an entire trip to Spain. Even budget motels and basic meals add up quickly, leaving little for experiences. The result? America feels like an exclusive club with a high price of admission. Travelers compare. 2 weeks in Thailand or a week in Florida? The choice is clear. The US is losing tourists and the cultural exchange they bring by pricing itself out of reach. Affordability is now a deciding factor, and America is falling behind. The decline in international tourism is more than a statistic. It's a daily reality for millions of Americans. Empty tables in family restaurants, idle taxi drivers, and struggling souvenir shops all feel the impact. Tourism supports a vast ecosystem: hotel clerks, farmers, artists, and more. When visitors stop coming, jobs and local economies suffer. Less tourism means less tax revenue for schools, parks, and roads. Communities feel the loss, not just financially, but culturally. Workers in hospitality lose not only income, but also the pride and connection that come from sharing their world. The absence of visitors leaves cities quieter, more isolated, and less vibrant. America's spirit is diminished when the world stays away. To truly understand why so many tourists are now skipping the US, you have to listen to their voices, both online and in conversations abroad. Across travel forums, social media, and hostile common rooms, a new narrative is emerging, shaped by real experiences and honest opinions. There's a growing sense of disappointment. A deep love for American culture and its iconic destinations is being tested by the realities visitors now face. Many travelers arrive with high hopes, only to find their expectations challenged. For many, the country they once admired from afar now seems divided, unpredictable, and at times, unwelcoming. The warmth they expected is often replaced by uncertainty and hesitation. A student from Germany puts it simply, "I grew up on American movies, but I don't recognize the country I see on the news." This disconnect between the America of dreams and the America of headlines is felt by many. The visa process is often described as complicated and stressful, while tough airport entry procedures can make visitors feel more like suspects than welcomed guests. Long lines, intense questioning, and strict rules leave a lasting impression. A traveler from Colombia voices a common frustration. "Why should I spend my money where I'm treated with suspicion?" For many, the cost and effort of visiting the US no longer seem worth it. Yet despite these challenges, the fascination with America remains incredibly strong. The country's culture, landscapes, and legendary cities still capture imaginations around the world. Many still dream of seeing the bright lights of New York, driving the open roads of Route 66, or experiencing the famous Southern hospitality in a small-town diner. These dreams persist, even if they're put on hold. Around the globe, hopeful travelers still pin US destinations on their maps and write about their American dreams in journals. They look forward to a time when visiting feels exciting and safe again. "My dream isn't gone," says a teacher from Italy, carefully folding away a US travel brochure. "It's just on hold, waiting for the right moment." The world is waiting, hoping for America to feel inviting again, ready to return when the welcome is warm and the dream feels possible once more. The good news? These challenges aren't permanent. America can change the narrative and welcome the world again. Streamlining the visa process, more staff, simpler forms, remote interviews would send a powerful message, making travel more affordable. Special passes, promoting lesser-known destinations, and budget options broadens appeal. Beyond logistics, America must rebuild its image as a safe, welcoming place. Communities can enhance safety, but the nation needs a new story, one of connection, not conflict. A global campaign focused on discovery and friendship can help restore trust. Every happy visitor becomes an ambassador, countering negative headlines. By being more welcoming, efficient, and affordable, America can invite Elena, and millions like her, to finally take that dream trip. The open road is calling. It's time to make sure everyone feels invited.